I'm not trying to sound mean or rude or whatever, but why do y'all want that ring so bad? It's getting weird. The obsession for marriage is getting a little weird. And I think it's getting worse, which is interesting because we're in the internet era and it's no longer us just being able to be exposed to what is our immediate community and from what we hear through the grapevine. Now we are exposed to everyone's lives pretty much, and we get to see and hear what people really go through with these marriages, and yet people want marriage more, it seems like. It seems like people want marriage more now than ever. I don't get it. So let's talk about it. What really made me want to do this video specifically right now, because I had some other videos in mind, but to talk about, and that is Rihanna. Whenever Rihanna gets posted with A$AP Rocky, which as we know is her long-term boyfriend and father of her two children, all the comments are just, when is he going to marry her? Why isn't she married? It's just, where's her ring? When's he going to get down on one knee? Why won't he marry her? Why won't she get married? She's really just a rich baby mama. Whenever I see them get posted on social media, they can be looking as happy as can be. And to be honest, I am not a fan of judging people's relationships off of social media, but they look pretty darn happy with no rings on their finger. And yet that's all that people can talk about is why don't they have rings on their finger? I just find it very strange. And, this is the case for any woman that gets posted with her man that she's been with for a while or has kids with. The question of why does she have a ring is always brought up. And whenever a woman is doing something in her career or expanding her family or whatever, it's always overshadowed. Or the very next question is, why aren't you married? When are you getting married? Every accomplishment or celebratory moment is linked to her being unmarried. And it's really sickening. But why I'm picking out Rihanna specifically is because Rihanna is a billionaire with a B. Rihanna is a billionaire. A$AP Rocky has money too. He's a successful rapper. It's nothing to sneeze at, but he's not a billionaire. And so it's very strange to me that the same marriage warriors are coming for Rihanna when she does not need to be married in any way, shape, or form. It would literally hurt her to get married, and yet people want her to get married so bad. So that's why I think that this obsession with marriage is deep rooted and kind of nonsensical. And it's more nonsensical than ever. It's more nonsensical than ever. Like, what do y'all want from her? Do y'all really want Rihanna to end up like Mary J. Blige, who had to pay her ex-husband $30,000 a month in alimony? And she has no children, but yet she got married, and because she makes more than the man when they got divorced, he asked for $130,000 a month, and the judge settled on $30,000 a month. And this woman doesn't even have kids with the man. Or do y'all want Rihanna to end up like Toni Braxton, where she came out and said that she had to pay her ex-husband from her 2013 divorce alimony? Or do y'all want her to end up like Halle Berry, where she was married for only 2 years, but yet has to pay her ex-husband $8,000 in child support, even though her and her ex-husband share 50-50 joint custody of the children? Plus, she has to pay her ex-husband that she was only married to for 2 years a percentage of any income she receives over $2 million. Or maybe I want Rihanna to end up like Mel B from the Spice Girls. She got divorced from her husband in 2020 and claimed that he domestically assaulted her. And yet, because she makes more money than her abusive husband, the judge still ordered her to pay her ex-husband $40,000 a month in alimony to her abusive ex-husband. Or maybe I want her to be like Janet Jackson, who went the hypergamous route the right way, which for women is the only reason why you should ever be getting married, in my opinion, or really rooting and being a warrior for marriage is if it's going to benefit you. But I'll get to that in a moment. Janet Jackson was married to her second husband for 9 years. And when they filed divorce, The judge ordered Janet Jackson to pay $10 million to her ex-husband, and they had no children. So I guess she learned her lesson because her third marriage was hypergamous. She had a baby with that man and then left hundreds of millions of dollars richer. So she learned her lesson, but it sucks that she had to go through that with her second marriage to begin with. Why do y'all want Rihanna to get married? Do y'all want her to end up like that? Because marriages end. I don't know why people are, I don't know when people are going to just kind of cope with that. I don't know. It's giving cognitive dissonance. You're choosing not to see it at this point. Majority of marriages end. And so when a marriage ends, as a woman, you want it to be beneficial to you. When you are a woman with money, getting married to a man that has less money than you will never be beneficial to you. It's just the way it is, y'all. I know people want to act like money shouldn't be a determining factor in things, but it is. I think that people are so obsessed with marriage. The only thing I can think of is because women are so desperate for validation, and for some strange reason, women have been brainwashed and duped into believing that marriage is for love. Marriage has never been for love. Marriage should never be for love. Why do you need to get married to somebody because you love them? Have we not been in love before? Do we not see how love is a fleeting emotion? Why are we getting married based off of emotions? So because women think that marriage is for love, they think that if a man marries her, then that validates that he loves her, which just couldn't be further from the truth. Men do not get married for love. Marriage has always been for financial support for the woman and family support for the man. Overall a business, but if you want to split it up, financial support for the woman and family support for the man. It's never been a symbol of how much a man loves you. Men do not get married because they love you. Men get married for emotional, physical, and financial support. If you are paying half the bills, yes, you are financially supporting the man. They get married for home support, cleaning, cooking, raising children, taking that load off of their back. Men also get married to boost their social status. I truly believe, especially younger men, like men that just graduate college, I think that a lot of the high school sweetheart, college sweetheart marriages were checkmark marriages. I think that a lot of men that get married between the ages of 23 and 26, it's a checkmark kind of thing. It's like, okay, I went to school, I got the job, I got the wife, I get the promotion, I get the house. Like, it's just a check mark thing. It's just a thing on their checklist. And I'm speaking from personal experience with that. I truly believe that's how they think. And there's kind of nothing wrong with that as long as we know that that's what it is. Overall, a man being married, especially in the workforce and in the corporate world, boosts a man's social status. It just does. Meanwhile, a woman being married only boosts her social status amongst other women. And to men, it just takes her off the market, which is not good. When a man gets married, he's not taken off the market. But when a woman gets married, she's taken off the market. Getting married for a woman is beneficial if it is a hypergamous marriage. And you as the woman are going to leave that marriage better off. Whether it's you are to receive alimony, child support, possessions, an upgraded lifestyle, whatever the case is, when you leave the marriage, you should be better off. If people like Rihanna get married, she will not leave the marriage better off. Them co-parenting in a house with their 2 children and still being able to have a good relationship while she still gets to keep her money for herself. And when they break up, she's not losing anything. I don't see why people don't understand that that's the better option. Like, she's being very smart. Oh, please believe she is the one that's not accepting a marriage. I'm sure A$AP Rocky has proposed a few times and she turns it down because she's smart. I respect that. And I wonder in the future if she'll ever kind of expose some of the inner workings of her mindset behind this, because I think it'll be interesting if she could tell her story and tell her side as to why she didn't get married to this man, and because she's smart. But she probably doesn't want to say that while they're still together because, it makes him look bad. Basically saying, you're not worth half my money type of thing. And it kind of disrespects him a little bit. So I see why she's not saying anything now. She's just letting y'all rummage through her comments, asking her every 2 seconds, when is she going to get married? It's just dumb. It's dumb. Like, people are not thinking logically here. It's very interesting when I see these arguments online. Women used to have to get married to be financially supported. We used to not have a choice. Now we have a choice, and now we make more money than the men. And now other women and sassy men still come down our throats asking us when we're going to get married every 2 seconds. It's giving crabs in a barrel. Because why are you pushing me to do something that doesn't benefit me? So, yeah, that's what I wanted to say about this. I'm very interested to know if anyone finds this video and would answer the question of why are you people so obsessed with marriage? The only thing I really think of is just brainwashing. But you would think that the internet era would have dissolved some of this brainwashing and taken off the rose-colored glasses, because we see what goes on in these marriages and people still want it. It's crazy. It's very strange.